Hello, humans. How are you doing, my wonderful little chickaroos? Glorious, I hope. It's Sunday. That day, but you never know whether or not it's a good day or a bad day, because you always know that the next day is a work day. Unless it's not. Unless you're gainfully and productively unemployed, or you're unfortunate enough to have to work at the weekends, and Sunday's just an extension of the capitalist nightmare that is your life. Well, I hope you're listening to this at work and getting a little bit of joy. Or at least a kind of mind-numbing fuzz that leaves you unable to concentrate correctly on the daily grind. My weekend's been fine, as always. You know, I try not to be too exciting. Excitingness always ends up in trouble, so I don't do exciting. What I am currently looking for is my dungeon quick sheets, because I can't see them. They're not where I expect them to be. I've put them somewhere, you see, somewhere safe. Ah, there they are. I found them. So what do we got on screen at the moment? We've got a PDF that we probably don't need to have up just yet. Let's make that Vermoose. Bye bye. We've got Foundry. I don't think we need that just yet, so we can make that disappear. Bye bye, my little Foundry. Bye. Now, what we don't have is, and what I think we do need for the first few moments, is I was talking about this the other day. This little one. Hello. Hello. What we do need is, so there are a few things I need to figure out. I need to find out where I've got this. Right? Because I made this somewhere, and I can't remember where. I'm pretty sure it was a PDF that I made. So we're going to have to find that and print out a new one of these. Because we're going to need some of these. Or maybe I should make it in Excel. No, I'm going to print out some of these. So that's one thing. And the other thing is, I got this over the weekend. This is what I was talking about. It's fine. Except for one thing. It's a really weird shape. I don't understand why it's this shape. I mean, I never assumed that it would be in this shape. If you're supposed to have, like, slide-ins that you do yourself, I don't see why it's not A4 or A2. I mean, A5 even. Why is it whatever this shape is, which is clearly not A4? I don't know. Maybe it's some weird American shape. Either way, it wasn't the shape that I was expecting, but it is gonna do what I need it to do, which is keep these in a nice, easy to see location, so I don't keep on needing to rifle through stuff in order to find them. And whilst getting a nice big old wooden one would be nice, I don't feel like spending a few £100 on it, not because I don't think it's worth it, but it's just not worth it for me, because I'm not going outside, because the outside is full of actual humans, and you know what humans think of slimes. They see us and think, "Oh, look at that! Doesn't that look like it'd be delicious in a mojito?" And they turn us into exciting and terrifying drinks. So, anyway, with that out of the way and this out of the way, we're good. Now let's see if I do immediately see one problem with this, which I didn't consider when I set about this entire endeavour, which is, where on earth am I going to put it? See, this is where you get to see the slime-based thinking in real time, as we go, wait a minute, which is brilliant, but where does it go? Does it go over here? I've made mistakes. Mistakes have been made in real time. See. Okay. Okay, let's think about this. Let's think about it rationally. Probably around this corner might be best. If I get some bits and pieces out of my way. Yeah, my horrendous dice containment unit. This is what we call scuffed content. This is. If we put that up a bit, but I can't put that monitor too far up, of course, now because I've moved my studio control-y thingy up over there. All right, so I can see the things without needing. Yeah, you don't need to know. But so I can't put this much higher because then I can't see that. So this is kind of where that's stuck. We've got the OSE books that we'll be using as standard for anything kind of old hat. We've got my second mouse for my. I got RSI in one arm, so I alternate between left and right-handed mice. See, I've got a funny right-handed mouse for my big bulbous slime hands. But if I do that, where did I just put the thingy? Oh, there it is. I do that, and then I do this. Come on, you. Yes. Yes. Yes? No. Not really, but it'll do for now. I'll live. I think. I'll sort something cleverer out later. And I can just pick it up. Now it's just easy and I don't need to, faff about. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Little tokens for stuff. These I mostly... Well, I was using segments for quite a while. And that's where you kind of like divide. So in OSR, a single round in the old school D&D, a single round is about 6 seconds, give or take. And you get 10 in a minute, right? So with segments, kind of every character has a base speed that they move at, and then that is you move in chunks of that time, and so everything moves kind of higgledy-piggledy. So these were for tracking that. So I had green ones for party, and I had white, blue ones. I'm not sure what colour they're supposed to have been. I couldn't remember. That's green. Yeah. So that was them. Just getting those out of my way. And this is an adapter for one USB to another USB. Okay, fine, whatever. Here we go. We'll have it over here. Yes, like so. And the pencil. Right, okay. No, not okay. Yes, fine. Scuff. All the scuff. These books need to be over here. What we need is the tracker sheet. So let's open up Adobe. I've already got Adobe open. Adobe. No, that's Drive Through RPG. Adobe. Here we go. And we need to go to Home and Tracker. If I look Tracker. No. Dungeon Time Tracker. No, that's not what I want. Well, I probably want a new one of those as well. Let's go to my downloads. Sort by type. PDFs. 5e inventory sheet. No. Bandit keeps hex crawling process. No. BX screens. No. DM screens. Fillable thingamajig. Handouts, hex crawl information. None of this is what I'm looking for. Infernal. No. None of them. It's annoying. None of them stand out as being being what I'm looking for. What's this? Oh, that's the flow from Twilight 2000. We don't need that. We don't need that at all. Not right now, anyway. Renew a narrative game. Player's handbook? No. Idle cover? Oh, I know what that is. OSC retainer sheet? No. Multi-ontology sense making. Don't think that's what we need. You can change that from top to 5, just in case. Just in case anyone comes along. New York by night, making mortals. That's a bunch of vampire stuff. Laws of the Expanse. Weird and vaguely irritating. DM screens, adventures, character sheets. How peculiar. Okay. Guru's member wallpaper. Maybe we're on the desktop. Calling tech support. My whip handbook. Replacement weird moves. No. That's sad. It's kind of annoying. Monster. That doesn't make any sense. Shoot. Close search. Dungeon time tracker. Rapan Atuk. We're not doing Rapan Atuk. No, Gemulator. Tory. This is all recent stuff. I bet the history just doesn't go back far enough for any of the stuff I was working on before. It doesn't. Okay. What's that application that I use for making PDFs? PDF escape? Is that it? No, this is the is it? It is. Free online. Load PDFs recently. No. Recent? Does it remember? It doesn't. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's a bugger. Oh well, it's gone. It's lost. It's lost for sands of times. We're just gonna have to really rub hard. You ready to rub hard, people? You ready to rub hard? Rub that hard. Rub it harder. Go on. This is a skill a dungeon slime has in ample amounts. You know, you got to keep the dungeon master happy. Got to rub off always dirty marks. And we get covered in hero blood and stuff. It's all kind of, you know, it's all very messy. You know, it'd be really good at doing the laundry. You'll be good at doing the dishes. Yeah, not a mark left on them. Very exacting is the dungeon master. So, right, there we go. Get him. Rub this one out. There we go. As always, there we go. Done. So one thing I'm running low on is credits in Hero Forge. So I'm gonna have to figure out a new way, another way to get more hero models for Tailspire. So we've got that. We've got the 2 books that we're going to be using as well. We've got the PDF for Dwarrowdeep, we've got Foundry halfway set up. I wouldn't say fully set up. Just butter fingers over here. Don't need any of these. And again, we'll be using kind of part Tailspire, part not Tailspire, part everything. You get it. You get it. Let's just get this out of the way. Come over here where you're not in my way. Thank you. So, the characters. We've got Uwyn, the magic user, Dunya, the thief, Enki, the Dwarven cleric, Euphrasia, the fighter, Kavan, the elf, Nina, the fighter, and that's it. One thing that we need to do is we need to set the spells for the magic user and the elf. So let's get out our little book. So first of all, they'll get read magic because I always give them read magic for free because life is a bit pointless for a magic user without that. And we'll roll, but we won't take really rubbish spells. So if we get something, well, maybe we will. Let's roll. Let's take what we get. So D12 is what we need. What we need. What we want. 2. Detect magic. Okay. So the elf. No, the magic user's first. So the magic user has detect magic. Let's put it on the back. This is one of those questions where you go, what's more useful, detect magic or read magic? Because they need read magic to be able to decode a scroll if they find one. So I might actually load them up with read magic at the start of this adventure. The elf gets 10. So 10 shield. That's really useless, I think, for an elf. Shield. Shield. Could just look it up in Thingamajig, but that would be... shield. Am I magic user spells yet? No. Shield. Shield. Caster is at AC 2. I mean, the elf is already at AC 1, so useless spell. We won't take that one. 8. Read languages. Okay. So the elf has read magic and read languages. So the elf will also take read magic as their spell that is installed, because read languages isn't probably very useful. And we've got a dwarf. Okay, cool. I'd love to know what we managed to run into to have that happen. Would be interesting. So, a few things first. And let's open up a book that I'm going to copy a little bit out of. So we've got swords and sorcery. So a couple of things we're going to have. Again, because I think the fighter otherwise is kind of useless. Let's just open up. Let's make Foundry visible for you. Let's Chrome capture. There we go. And let's hide cam. Cool. We're going to take parry and add this into the game. Let's go to journal. Oh, I should probably go into. Well, no, because I'm not using this to track characters. So, create a journal entry, player's handbook. Let's just call it. alternate rules. Yeah, something like that. So we're going to include parry. So this is. Can I just copy? Can I copy and paste? That'd be nice if I could. Select. But sadly, often the copying and the pasting doesn't work great. So let's see. Let's see what it does. Okay, kind of. You know what I used to really like? I like the fact that back in the day you could just insert a table and it would work, but I don't think it was with this. I think that was an old power. In fact, that was an always power of Word, right? Or one of the early versions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay. We got Dex, score, and then we got penalty to enemy attack, which is really just an increase in your armor class, right? Fighters with dexterity score of 14 or better can fight on the defensive, parrying enemy blows and dodging attacks. As shown on the table below, the fighter can parry at any time without giving up the ability to attack in the same round. Parrying is not effective against missile weapons, but is effective against claws, bites and touch attacks. Right. So I think it's a bit too generous in the way it's put into penalty to enemy attack, in the way that it's set up in here. I think these are probably a bit too generous. So what I'd go is 30, much like the -1, 16 to 17, -2, 18, -3, right? Like so. And we can get rid of these two lines. Delete row. No, delete table. Delete row. No. Delete row. So it just makes for fighters that little bit more likely to survive. But then if you've watched any of my stuff, you'll see how often the bad guys just roll 20s against my high armor class people. So that's life. So parry. So fighters get parry. Also, I do this as well because I think it is good. Add a page. Multiple attacks. And it sets the fighter apart from better by default classes like the dwarf. So basically, doesn't matter at the moment because we're only level 1, but as you level up you get more attacks versus lower classes. The other thing that I wanted to use, but again it's multiple attacks kind of 2, which is for a level, I think it's level 1 through 4, you get a bonus attack every second attack as a fighter, right? So levels 1 through 5 +1 attack every second round, 2 attacks every second round. Again, it's just fighters are fighters, right? So early on they're pretty useful. So those are 3 of things I'm using. I'm also using add page. So I should probably call these like a fighter. No. There we go. Fighter parry. Right. Close. Save that one. Save that one. Cool. I think there's an argument to say that the rogue should have parry. I think it's a good argument. So, having convinced myself of that, I'm going to give that for Rogue as well. Because the Rogue has to get up close and personal, but they can't use a shield, and they've got awful, and they can only use leather armor. So they start off like pretty, and they're going to be very clever, and and they still have to be very clever, even if their armor class goes from 6 to 4. That's still like a lot of things are going to hit them a lot of the time. So, that was my tea. But the other thing that I'm having is how to explain this. Let me find my Ulera playbook, desktop. Let me share this. Share. It's up here. Got to get used to this new setup, but I think this new setup's better. Adobe. Yeah, right. So I saw this on the Bandits Keep, and I thought that this was kind of like a good idea, because I think that the D100 system that they have is shit. So we're using the Cleric system for most of the thief skills. So basically, the level of a dungeon that you're on dictates the difficulty of the thiefy thing. So if I'm on level 1 of a dungeon, then I've got to roll 7 or more to disarm if I'm a level 1. If I'm a level 1 thief and I'm on level 1 of the dungeon, then I roll for 7s in order to do the thing, right? If I'm on level 2 of a dungeon, I roll 9s to do the thing. You understand, right? If I'm level 3 and I'm on the dungeon, and I'm on a level 1 of the dungeon, then I do, or even if I'm level 2 and I'm on level 1 of a dungeon, I automatically succeed. And this continues through, right? Well, the worst that will happen is that I can do it, but it takes time, right? So I can do it, but it takes time. So I need to spend a turn in order to disarm a trap or detect for magic room or whatever. Whereas with a D, it's automatically dealt with. There's no time requirement. And that's how this works. So that's going to be add to page, thief, use cleric table, the thief skills. We use the cleric table to resolve thief skills. Right, so that's thing. So that's cool. Yeah, okay. So I also think anything else in here that's important? No, I just have a Delver class. So this setup, I wasn't going to have many demi-humans, because I think demi-humans generally suck. But if you get the opportunity, you're not gonna turn it down. Anything else? Yeah. So that was the last thing. Add a page. Death dice. So we're gonna have a death dice. 1 character is dead. 2 character will die in D6 rounds if not assisted. 3 character is in a coma for 4d6 days. Not assisted. 4 character character has a serious wound, reduce 1 stat by 1. 5. Character has a superficial wound, is unconscious. That's not how you spell unconscious, but whatever. Unconscious. 4, has a serious wound, is unconscious for 1d6 turns. Plus coma for d12 days. Let's do it, actually, let's be fun. D8 plus D 4 days. Is unconscious for D6 days. Is unconscious. That's gonna bug me. There you go. No, I don't know. Unconscious for 1d6 turns. Character has superficial wounds. Note scar. And out for 1 turn. 6. Character is knocked out. What is scar? Has 1 hit point. Right. Character is knocked out. Wakes up after combat with 1d4 hit points. Of course, I wrote all that down, and you can't see any of it because I've got that stupid PDF in my way. Here you go. Right, so this is the little death dice table. So when a character hits 0, we roll on the death dice table. Basically, in many ways, right? These two, particularly this one, so number 3. Well, both of them, right? So 2 and 3 can be worse for the party as a whole than death, right? Because now we're gonna have to make a decision, right? Are they gonna haul this character back to the surface, or are they gonna leave him there to die? Same with this, right? With this, you've got to make it. Are we just going to stay put? You probably would stay put where you are until they've regained consciousness. These two are kind of like, these are your get out of jail free cards. Your character's still alive, but this one they've got like a little scar. This one they're perfectly fine. But the important thing, they're out of the combat, right? Until combat's over and you get some time to, do that. So that's another little rule. Anything else that I think would be good to add? No, I think that's probably good. This is probably good. I'm good with this. Close this. Don't need this. So I'm just using the grey hawk calendar because may as well. Although it's not synced, so that's good. Where's simple calendar? Simple calendar, simple calendar, simple calendar, simple calendar. Simple calendar. Firesig. Okay. There we go. Awesome. I also, as always, have Mythic installed. And I got ChatGPT installed as well if I need something. And I've got my fantasy deck installed as well for prompts. What else have I got? Let's just go for a quick little tour of mods, game settings, manage modules. So yeah, AI description generator, some hex stuff in case I need it. Dice so nice and dice tray, so we get nice 3D dice. for weather stuff, which is currently chugging because my computer is sleepy and I'm running 2 monitors. A bunch of library stuff, module manager, cards, scene navigation, so that makes it easier to click between scenes, GME tools. I've got the old school essentials advanced package that you get off of Drive-Thru RPG. I've got 3 OSR helper modules, probably not going to use them because we're mostly going to be doing stuff on paper. Pincushion, PMP. Pincushion lets you put markers on the map with information. Portrait box, kind of looks cool when you use it. Again, we're not going to be using this a huge amount. Share media, so share media is cool. If you've not used it, I'll show it to you in a second. For weather control, which is how the weather stuff works, the tabletop RPG music, because I'm a Patreon. And it's cool, I like it, it's good stuff. Tile scroll and tile sort just allows you to manage stuff from the tile layers. And warp gating card tokens. I probably won't use them, but I have them installed anyway. So that's that. As to what it's a very unpleasant day today. In fact, the party probably won't go out. That's so the one thing. So the bounding box, create a bounding tile, main scene, and then we yes, it's hard to do it with such a small screen. You'll note little tab here. Make this smaller. Move it to like over here, and then if we close that, then we go to here. Not create actors. We go back to here. World journal. You see, we've got this. What we can do is we can fit that onto the actual scene. Right. And we can do that with all sorts. So this is more useful for this is because I like to run a lot of theatre of the mind when I'm playing with human beings in the flesh. I mean, not so much in the flesh, in the internet. I can use this to put images on screen. So that's cool. And I think that's it for rules, setup, and the rest of it. I suppose we need to go into... Let's pause that for a second. Let's pause that and then go to... What are we going to? Ah, yes, over here. So... Let's do... No? Ah, yes, because I am. This one. There it is. Okay. So, right, yeah. Create a new board. Okay. So, one thing, do the unique creatures. Okay, so I do. Right. What we need to do, first of all, is go to Hero Forge, go to User, and get in our people. But let's also make a little bit of a floor as well. So, medieval fantasy. Let's use just use Castle Ruins. Yeah, let's use Castle Ruins as the start for 10. Ooh. Yeah, fiddlesticks. Right, that's enough room to put our little party on. So let's do that. Hero Forge. So we've got Dunya the Thief. And we've got Enki the Dwarven Cleric. And we've got Euphrasia, who's a fighter. And we've got... No, we don't want free hero fighter. That's not who we're after. We don't want free hero priest. We want Kavan. Who's our elf? Come here, Kavan. Your time is here. One of the other reasons for creating a death table is, well, again, as I noted, I'm running low on tokens, so I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to keep on buying up more figures, right? It's not what I'm about. Cool. So these are for 6 of them. See, there's not really very many of them either. So let's turn off building mode. Right. So these are our little folks. Our elf, our dwarf, our wizard, our magic user, couple of fighters, and a thief. Cool. So what we should also do is into here, into GM tools, make unique. Into here, into GM tools, make unique. Into here, GM tools, make unique. Into here, GM tools, make unique. Into here, GM tools, make unique, and then into here, GM tools, make unique. What else is in there? Set size, player permissions, base colours. Oh look, we can change the base colour. Anyway, not important. Cool. So these are the 6 of them. I suppose I'd probably go into the build mode for a second. So one thing that we do know is that we've got 40 gold pieces going in. So I feel like we're gonna get a couple of henchmen, right? Feels to me to be a wise maneuver. Does that look right? Probably. So let's take a look at the Dwarrowdeep book. Does it mention any retainers already in town? Hamlet, which is where we are. So with a slovenly troll. So in there's a Algar. A seedy-looking man with a large nose operates a tavern and works as the bartender. He employs Jarlo, a human woman with long braided blonde hair, Lug, a cyclops man, and 2 dwarves, Gethek and Dundral, of House Cobblestone as servers. Consult the slovenly troll random patron generator for exact details. Cool. King's Jewels, so that's where the money is. Stonecutters Guild. Cool. Let's take this picture. And add it into our journal. So I'm going to add anything which is kind of like, you know, useful pictures or, you know, theme setting stuff, I will add into the journal so that it can be kind of plopped onto the little screen as needs be. So we don't need to have Tailspire up anymore because we're all good. So let's hide that. Bonk. And let's see Chrome Catcher come up again. So this is the fit. So there's the little town of Hamlet. So, given there's a blizzard today, so the players can consult the seer regarding matters arcane. Oof. All right, so they could do the magic item identification. And the fees determined by the average party size. So at level 1 it costs us 100 gold pieces, at level 2 it costs us 500 gold pieces, at level 3 it costs 1,000 gold pieces. You've got to remember that by default in BX and BECB and for rest, OSE. There's no easy way to identify magic items. You've just got to use them. You can give a pass on like +1 items because their power is very nice and shiny, and you can tell that they do the slicing better than other weapons, right? But yeah. So we're going to spend the first day in the Slovenly Troll upon arriving looking for a patron and looking for some henchmen. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starter patrons, 5 starter hooks. So we're going to do D6, and if we get a 6, we get 2 and reroll. Reroll twice, kind of thing, ignoring a 6 again. So we get a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we're sat in the Slovenly Troll, having an ale, as you would expect of the fine adventurers that we are, and we're talking and expressing our goodly nature, our desire to go out and both make a fortune for ourselves and also earn some coin and make a fortune as well as a good name and help for the land. And Lug the Cyclopsman. Have we got a picture of Lug the Cyclopsman? Lug. My computer's very sleepy at the moment. It's like, oh, let me search for that through this document. Oh, probably not what I want to do. Come on, you. So, have I got a picture of Lug? There were a bunch of pictures earlier on. Yes, there is. Okay, cool. So again, if we take that little picture of Lug, you can't see it, but don't worry, it's coming. It's coming to a screen near you. If we go to here and add a page, personalities, something like that. People. There you go. Let's just go people. That's a simpler spelt version. Lug the Cyclops. Lug for one eye. Now, we're like, what on earth is this? Because where we're from, there's no one-eyed Cyclops people. So we're very cautious and curious about this one. But he's like, I hear your tales and your desires. I can't help it. I need someone to do something for me. I heard from a group of ruthless brigands in earlier called Regs Dregs, and they'd had too much ale, my friends. But they were saying how they were going to ambush the next caravan heading south to the threshold of the Dreadford. Something must be done. And the party's, my word, yes, something must be done. And yes, something must be done. And he kind of heads off, and the party kind of gather around. So where on earth do we think the Dreadford is? Maybe we should go back and ask him. And this will lead me into going, where, pray tell, is... Oh, maybe it's on here. So let's put this on the map. The Dreadford. 7. Okay. This bad weather doesn't make it any. It's 7 here. And 8, I guess, is Hamlet. Yeah, 8 is Hamlet. So it's really close. So we could go deal with that, right? And let's see. What does it have any information on this? Durgar, trolls, Durgar. Oh no. Darrow, natural hazards. Spell encounters. Let's go here. Oh, that's not good. Okay. There's bookmarks aren't working. That's good. Waymarks in Dwarrowdeep. 7 houses of the dwarves. Of course, we have managed to pick for one thing that isn't just. Oh yeah, go smash Joe Bloggs in the face. Cool. Second floor. So now I'm also thinking, do I have have we got, so let's just go back to the start of this book for a second. Yoink. Search. Let's look for, what was it again? Number 7. Yeah. Dreadford. Ah, for goodness sakes. Ah! Dreadford. For Dreadford. So the Dreadford is located about 5 miles southwest of Hamlet. A trail extends southeast. So this is how we'd come up, right? We'd come up via the Dreadford. Continues along the western edge of Dreadford. Okay, we've got 4 references here. Marching time from Hamlet to the Dreadford is 2 hours. So, and that's all of the mentions of the Dreadfords we've got. So, Regs Dregs. What do we think Regs Dregs are going to be? Are they mentioned again anywhere? Have they got a page up there? They seem to be mentioned 3 times. So, aha. Oh. Right. Okay. And Regs Dregs. Okay, cool. Shush, computer. I understand. So, okay, okay, right. That sounds exciting. Because it takes 2 hours for us to get there and we're marching through snow. Really, what we want, I think, is manage modules and maybe what does Tailspire have in the way of outdoorsy stuff? I don't think it's got anything, does it? I don't think it's set up for outdoorsy stuff, just to vex me. But that's fine. We can do it on paper and use some tokens. It's not one thing, it's the other, right? So 6 of us. We've got so there's 6 of us. We're looking for 2 henchmen as well, right? I guess we'll do the old. I don't think it's likely that there'll be henchmen available, so success on a 4, a 3, 4, and 5, right? Success on 3 through 6. 2. There aren't any henchmen available. And is there a modifier? There's no modifier. Okay. There are no henchmen available. So we're going to go do this on our own. Yeah, well, I was going to have a look to see if there are any wilderness blocks in here. Aberrations, Morgoth, Ruined Temple, Tavern, Ships, Cyberpunk stuff. Oh look, we got streets. Morgoth? That looks very insidey, doesn't it? Marble Palace Merchant. That's interestingly kind of outsidey, but not really. Cobblestone, caverns, castle ruins, aberrations, desert village, doors, dungeons, harbour. Have I got any outdoorsy stuff? Just need like ground would be nice. Kind of a miss, really. Tavern, ships, sewers, rural. Anything here that looks like mud? No, it's just a house. Ruined temple, palisades. Nature. Oh, nature. Yeah. Oh, wicked. There is a solution. Grassland. Okay. Top bananas. Right. Let's make ourselves a little. Have we got any? We've got water as well, right? Temp water. So there's this. Right. I guess that looks like that because the water's actually a living thing. Cool. So let's put. Alright, we've got bigger water here, right? So some water. If we go to rural, what was it? No, nature. And it's snowy, right? So, fortunately, that does make making some of this battle area simpler to make, doesn't it? If we only really worry about one bank of stuff, right? Oh, I'm happy now. I'm over the moon. This works quite nicely. Oh, how does that work? Yeah. If we get rid of 2 of these and we do like so. I think something horrible's happened here. Oh, that's weird. We've got doubled up water here. Build mode. Can we select you? No. We can't. So we can't actually select for water once we put it down, which is a bit of a problem. Whatever. Just ignore it. Just pretend it's not there. Weird. But it is a mod, so we can't be overly surprised that it's weird. Nature. More snow. Props. Nothing too exciting. Nature. Oh, there you go. Some snow-covered trees. What's that? Don't know why it is. Cool. That's some stuff, right? A little bit more stuff. Okay, got some stuff. Let's put some more stuff. look, let us place the road here, where there is clearly is this not obvious ambush spot. Sign? Yeah, we want a little sign. Probably more like, yeah, we probably more want one like this, right? Like so, right? So this is kind of the ford part, right? Because it's a ford, not a bridge. Hence it being the Dread Ford. I mean, you would like to name your ford probably something a little bit less, you know, bad. So the question is an ambush in progress? I reckon, so is an attack in progress? I reckon this is 50-50. So 1 to 3, no. So they're just hiding. 4 to 6, yes. 1 to 3, no, there isn't an attack in progress. So they are just ready to go. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people. And it's snowy, so they're easy to find, right? We don't need like massive skills in order to track them down. We just got our cloaks pulled up around us. And so they've got 5. Let's go to probably Hero Forge and Brigands. So this first one, oh, ah dear. Sorry about this. Hello everybody. Look, you get to see the completed deal as opposed to all the work that was going into it, but you couldn't see because I'm an idiot. Okay, so they've got 5. So they've got a fighter. Let's bring all these down. So we've got a fighter who's going to be over here, I guess. And we've got a cleric. I guess we'll come over here and take the free cleric. Yeah, fine. So they've got a free cleric. They've got a magician. May as well take the magician here. Right, they've got another fighter. Where are brigands? Another fighter. So use a swordsman. Let's use the ranger. Well, actually, the crusher. Yeah. Use crusher. And then they've got another fighter. So let's use the archer. For this, right? And then let us go into here and just name them. So we've got GM tools, player permissions, set size. Oh, this rename. So this is Reg Mac Esbuig. Then we've got this is for the last fighter. We're going to call this. This is Keldon Crowfoot. Right, rename. Okay, we've got the magician. This is Magnus the Magician. Okay, We've got GM tools, rename. Oh, this is Uktu One Eye. And we've got the Cleric, who is Mastra, daughter of Grimnir. Right. I think that's everyone. That's everyone. So, this is not where the party is, but I should probably, I guess, add more terrain around this actually, now that we've got them laid out, right? So this will be, this here is where the road is, right? Here's the little sign. This is where it joins onto the main road. This way is Hamlet. So which means we're coming from this direction, and they're ready to ambush the caravan as it comes through. What we need to do is add a bit more terrain then. Nature. Oh, back here. Nature. And get this 2x2 snow. Just make all this snowy. And let's make all this snowy. Right. Now let's get some more trees in this place. And can atmospheric settings? There doesn't seem to be. Oh right, post effect. That might be. No. It's probably, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we don't have like a snow option yet. Ugh, that's horrible. Right. To add some more terrain to this map. This is all the fun that I don't do normally because you'd be surprised. By and large, I only run theatre of the mind stuff. So I'll probably just set this up. Then I'm going to go get a drink, and then we'll be good to go. Stick some of that around. Yeah, the road kind of comes down this way. Yeah, dense. Cause this is the thing, right? Most places there is lots of forest until like the modern era, when everyone started cutting down all the forest. So, you know, by and large, forest is the thing. Oh, that's a very big part of a piece of a tree. Sticks down, so come on, sorry. Right. Nature. Yeah. This. And let's add in again some more trees. Right, so this way is Hamlet. This way is whatever is this way is for it continuing along the river to number 4, which is the free city of Threshold. And yeah, okay, so they're all level 1 fighters, so they've all got, well, maybe 2 wound levels for the fighters, 1 wound level for the non-fighters, and I'm just going to treat them as, yeah, level 1. Wait a minute. go back here. It's overheard the dark conversation of a slovenly troll. A group of ruthless brigands called Regs Dregs had too much ale and mentioned their intent to ambush the next caravan heading south from Threshold, Dreadford. Something must be done. Okay. Now, let me just double check something. A, the characters will believe them, but B, as a ref, this is something that I'd be like, Lug wanted to be a warrior, took an out. Oh, goodness. How sad. Lug wanted to be a warrior, but took an arrow to the knee and has a limp. I want that meme to go away. I'm tired of that meme. It's not funny. I'm just tired of it. Make it stop. But Lug is lawful good. Right? So Lug's telling me the truth. Because Lug is lawful good. My characters kind of generally assume that he's telling the truth anyway. Because, you know, they're adventuring types, so they're not too smart. But here, so Regs Dregs are going to ambush the thing. Regs Dregs are, according to this... Shut up, computer. According to this, they're good. Which is weird. Very weird. Oh look, we've even got a little picture and everything. Look at that. People. World Journal? Yeah. People? You can't see this, of course. Because, again, we need to go from game capture to Chrome. There you go. People, add page, parties, create new page. So, this is them. Regs Dregs. Which is a bit weird. Again, this feels like one of those moments where... right. Where accidents happen, right? Okay, so the combat is set up, but we're gonna have to have a little cup of tea or something comparable, and then I'll be right back, and we'll figure out how this is gonna play out. Top bananas. Let's just line up the BRB, and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. So I've got all the effort setting this scene up, and it might not actually be used. So, now I say it's probably quite likely that the party manages to sneak up on Urek's dudes, and I'd say we're probably looking at like probably set out in the early afternoon. Takes 2 hours to get there, so it's about 4 o'clock. It's cold, it's windy, it's unpleasant, but on a 3+ we sneak up on them. On a 3+ we sneak up on them. So that's a 4. So we've snuck up on them. So look, that's kind of like where are we? Here, right. Well, at least we snuck up on this side of them. Person's still on a tree. I don't think they're still on a tree. We're like so. Wizard and elf. Right. So, I mean, we are a good party, not an evil party. So, in our positions, in our short bows out, we go evil brigands. In fact, for Enki goes, evil brigands, you have been caught red-handed. Please lay down your weapons and surrender. And these folk turn around and are surprised. They're like, evil brigands? What do you mean? You know, we know that you intend on ambushing this caravan. Your cruel deeds will not go unpunished unless you surrender now, and we will place you before the full weight of the law. But there's what do you mean? We're not brigands. The caravan here is it's going to come through. It's carrying a night widow on it, and we're going to ambush it and destroy the night widow. And yeah, the party is now vaguely confused and concerned. So wait, we were told that you drunkenly admitted that you were going to ambush a merchant's caravan. I do not. We will not fall for your fiendish tricks. Okay, so now at this moment, I think it's 50-50 as to whether or not the party will believe them. So 1 to 3 they don't believe them. 4 to 6 they do believe them. 4. Well, it's. I feel that this is a. Yes, we're going to. We're being paid by the City Watch. 100 gold pieces. This is a curious conundrum, Saber Party. Let us. How about we help you in your endeavour, and if we check the caravan, and it indeed does as we will not kill anyone during our assault. Yes, that's perfectly fair. We don't want to kill anyone either. Right, and then if we check it and there's nightshade on the caravan, we will allow you to continue on your business, and if not, we will take you into custody. And everyone kind of looks around and thinks about this for a moment and decides that this is probably the most effective way forward. So, with that... oh, I've not got the donkey. Oh, bugger. We need the donkey. Donkey. Where be thee, donkey? Have we got a donkey? Donkey. We do. Awesome. Yeah. Well, where did it go? Donkey. There we go. Probably got a mule, actually. Mule. Okay, they're using the same picture for donkeys and mules. Not quite legit, but we'll live with it for now. Okay, so what we're going to do then is we're going to double up with these fine folk. So we've all got blunt kind of bag arrows that we use for this kind of situation. Because you need those kinds of things sometimes. You're not always looking to murder everything. And Cleric. So plan after you have a little negotiation, and donkey stays here. So I will stand in front of the caravan and demand that they surrender their ill-gotten. They surrender their way for inspection. And Reg goes, yeah, that sounds. Reg says, yeah, that sounds about right. It sounds like a good idea. And darn nice to have you on board. And we presume that this is darn nice from our perspective as well. No, but we will withhold judgment until we have searched the wagon in question. Well, that's, sure. Let's see. And with that, we wait. And how long do we wait? In hours, I suppose we'll just roll a dice. 4 hours we sit in the freezing cold. Clearly the wagon has been held up due to the snow. But we will now bring on a wagon. No. Here, wagon. Not really what I was thinking of. Caravan. No, that's canvas, cart, wagon. This is what we've got. It's not what I was thinking about. I was thinking much more big, large, wagony things. But when needs must, the devil does. Traps, ships. So we've got boats, but we don't have wagons. It's for the world we live in nowadays. So let's get. I think there's I think there's a option in here somewhere. Merchant caravan. There we go. Um, but yeah, imagine if these are not just like little poxy things. They're actual, you know, caravans. So, as they come up, Enki comes out. You there, merchants. We have reason to believe that you are smuggling nightshade into the realm. This is against, and with the powers invested in us by the City Watch, we insist on being allowed to search your cargo. Right. So now then, I think the chance. So we're going to assume that they, from a reffing perspective, they are. That's why this party was here. All this is legit. So I reckon it is unlikely that they will let us search for cargo. If they do, it's probably a trap. 6. They do let us search for cargo. So, well, of course, we have nothing to hide. Please search our cargo. I kind of presume here the reason why we're letting us search. A, it's well hidden. B, it's a trap. So, where is our thief? Here. The thief starts searching for the stuff because, you know, the thief is a thief, and I reckon on the first little search they've got, it's like any that I think it's because of the little stand is close to the whatchamacallit, 7+. Okay. What's our name? Dunya. She is she's kind of looking through and we're all kind of watching her. And then she's like, and she looks underneath the wagon. And she goes, she pulls out a bag, and they all suddenly tense up. Now, in this situation, so we're going to give the reaction roll, right? Closer to 12, they're going to try and blag their way through it. Closer to 2, they're just going to ambush. They're just going to attack. 10. Okay, well, I mean, we're looking at the odds before them, and you know, they can see like arrows drawn and all sorts kind of around here, and they're really feeling quite outnumbered and outclassed, and so they the merchant is like, I had no idea we were here. One of these ruffians, or maybe someone else has placed it on my wagon without my knowledge. I'm stunned and ashamed. And the captain is like, "What, are you blaming us for this?" And he's like, "Oh, well, I don't know. I've got no. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's a terrible situation. I'm sure we'll be able to go back and explain all this to the City Watch. I mean, or we could arrange to sort it out here." And we're like, you'll be taken back, and the Watch will decide on what to do with you. And with that 10, I think they drop their heads and they sullenly agreed to go on, and the guards are like, "Well, I've got no idea what's going on here." And the Lord Chancellor will ascertain your guilt or not guilt, yeah, That's actually resolved without a fight. They kind of shrug and surrender, and they go on their way, and they're all kind of taken back to the prison, and we escort them back. Okay. Anything on here for a oh, Dwarrowdeep's got its own little character sheet. That's cute. Anything else back here for random encounters? On the road? Slovenly troll? Random mundane stones? No? So, yeah, there's only one hex that we're moving through, so we roll a d10. D10, 10-sided D6. A monster. Roll on 1A or 1B, depending on level. So 1A. D20. 5. Giant earthworm. That's a monster. Giant earthworms. It's the wrong book. Giant earthworms. I don't think they're in here. But, W-O-R-M for a worm. No. No. Okay, G. G for giant. Giant worm. Giant worm. Where are you? Giant worm. Giant scorpion. No. Okay. Giant earthworm. Let's have a look. See if we can see. Let's see what the internet doth have for us. Let's see. Giant earthworm. OSR. Not a tentacle worm. That sounds terrifying. Oh well, we'll have to just come up with some stats for it. Well, I'm guessing that they're a one-hit die monster. There are a lot of us. Oh my word, there are 6 of them though. So they've got 6 giant earthworms. That's a monster. So we've got 6 giant earthworms, but I'm going to say that they're 1 wound, they're 1d4 damage, they are AC 7, hit dice 1, yeah, hit dice 1, so that means they are 19, 16, 13, 10. And I reckon that they have a chance of 3 in 6 for surprise. 3 and 6 for surprise. Sounds about right. So they don't surprise. But I also don't think they're going to be overtly hostile. I mean, they're earthworms, for goodness sakes. More if we attack them, they'll get mad. But let's see. 5. 5. Reaction roll. 5. So clearly we've come across their territory and their mandators. However, there are a lot of us, so I really don't feel like this is a combat. Well, we're not. The other, we're going to say like Reg's mercenaries are somewhat behind us, so it is a fight for. No, we're with them. Okay, so Reg's mercenaries and us. Is there a model for a worm? Let's see. Worm. Let's get rid of that. Worm. Not really. They've only got this worm, and this is not the worm for which we speak. Because if it was, we'd be a lot more scared about 6 of them turning up. Just check here. Well, seeing whether or not it's a custom stat block that we've got. No. Okay. Cool. Well, okay. I'm just, yeah, with kind of all of us and these disarmed soldier types, we have to use these anyway as the model. Set size. Yeah, we'll make them littler. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Let's make them little. GM tools, set size, make them little. Make them little. GM tools, set size, make them little. Little guys. Do they make a map shape whenever I drop them? If they do, that's funny. I don't think they'll do that once they're little. GM tools, make you little. And you too. GM tools, make you little. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say that we're all walking down the road. We're all walking down the road together. These 6 little guys are like, murr, murr. We're giant earthworms, murr. Like so. Murr, 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 murr. Murr, 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 murr. Like so. Murr, 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 murr. Like so, right. And we've got oh, this is our thief. So our thief's probably kind of off the beaten path. Is that our thief? Oh, no. That's Matey Boy. So we've got one of our fighters. We've got the right. We're not controlled by this. So we've got our criminals. Over here. Or potential criminals. Well, it's up to the Lord Chamberlain what they decide to do to them. This is my thief. More crimbos. 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 Not hugely important because we're not going to be doing anything, but. So at the back we've got Matey Boy. this one, that's our elf. Have it at the back. That's our thingy. This is one of the people. GM tools. Make unique. This is our wizard. Probably back here. This is their cleric. Make unique. So cleric and one. Oh no, we've still got two more back here. We've got their wizard. Did I make them unique or did my hand miss? And then this is Enki, our dwarf. Probably out front. Yeah, like so. Right, remember these earthworms. So, well, it's a little bit of a fight. It probably won't be very long. But, earthworms. Do they go first? 6. That's a pretty good roll. Players 2. Okay, right. Earthworms go first. Well, so, and Donkey's not out there. Donkey's nice and safe back over here. But and I reckon they can like dig under the ground to attack the second rank of people. Right, sounds good to me. But right, cool. Movement for the rest of them. Well, the wizards probably don't want to be too close. This is a cleric, so rushes in to do some bashing. This is that's their fighter. This is our elf. It's probably about right to get to there. Our thief is probably gonna stay back. Right, cool. Okay, beasties attack. So D20s, D20s, D20s. Be nice if I could get 6, wouldn't it? Where do I keep on hiding my 20-sided dice? There's another one. That's 4 D20s. I've got a bunch, but they're all the same, so that's no use. Guess I'm just going to have to go with 4. I've got a very little D20. So that's 5. If I've got one more. If I could just find one more, that would be all of them able to roll at once. But I do not. Why don't I have like a yellow D20? I'm sure I do. Yeah, there I do. There it is. Well, that'll do. So, who are these? So we've got Enki. This is Enki. This is... Who is this? It'd be nice if it told me. It'd be nice if you could hover over it and it was like, this is this character. But it doesn't. So... First off, we go over this, it'll tell us if we're on the page. So... Kara... Oh, That's annoying. It'll take me between thingies as well. For goodness sakes. So, let's get rid of this UI. It's useless. So, you are Nina. Okay. Nina is our bottom fighter. This is Enki. This is Nina. This is Rag. Yeah, that's Reg. Okay. This is the Caravan Guild guide. That's our elf. Okay. And this is Euphrasia. So this is Euphrasia. This is Enki. Well, this is Enki. This is Nina. This will be Reg. This will be their cleric, and this is their big warrior here, right? Okay. Uh, 14. So we got a 16 against their cleric, right? Yes. So we got 16 against their cleric, and we got 14 against Reg, and we got 13. The 13's not going to hit, and the 14's not going to hit, because to hit armor class. Ooh. So the 14 is Euphrasia. Euphrasia's armor class isn't written down because I'm an idiot, but it'll be 2, right? She doesn't have a dexterity modifier. Yeah, so it's 2. And she's got a shield. Right, yeah. So, that 2, she's looking for 15s to hit. But both Reg is hit, I think. Reg's armor class is 4. Yeah, so Reg gets hit for a D4 worth of damage. Reg takes 1 hit point. And the other person gets hit for a D4. 3. So that's Ook to 1 eye. So he takes 3 hit points. Fine. Well, they both take 1 wound. So they both have 2 wounds because they're fighters. So, in response, we're going to roll for Enki. Enki hits, killing this one. We're going to roll for Nina. So Nina, well, that one. Nina hit. And Euphrasia 14 against armor class 7 is a hit, right? Euphrasia 14 would hit armor class 3. So she kills this one. Reg hits, kills this one. Their cleric misses. And their fighter misses. Right, fine, next turn. The standard pink is good, guys. Cool. And I kind of think this is going to be what they do. But the earthworms disappear back into the earth and run away. Because they have no interest in the rest of this fight. And they can dig underground. My, what beastly critters! Are you okay there, Reg? Oh yes, yes. This is nothing. I am fine. Uh oh, where did the mouse just go? I don't know. Someone just disappeared off the map. What on earth? Oh, someone right here. Anyway, cool. This I feel kind of concludes whatever was happening here, right? Yeah, just make them all disappear from... Yes, good, okay. Disappear. Thank you. Right, so everyone goes back to town. It's 2 more hours to get back into town. So yeah, we're back in town by like midnight. And we go back to the slovenly... All of us go back to the slovenly inn. And note that the ambush wasn't to raid an innocent caravan, but in fact was a sanctioned action by the police, but by the local council, because we don't want any of the nightshade in here. So we all managed to avoid a very unfortunate situation. Reg is neutral, good. So Reg is neutral. So Reg will give us 50 gold pieces for helping them out and making it such a clean and easy victory. Right. So, so that was that. I want to see if there's anything on the Googles about that, because Dregs. No. Oh, maybe this one thing is. Oh no, it's not. That's just a copy of a book on the internet. No. Okay. No one else has ever wondered whether or not this is a mistake, as of an adventure, because it feels like it is. Because Reg's dregs are all good, using AD&D terms. Why has the camera stopped working? Cancel. Let's have a look. No, that's fine. Maybe this piece of software has crashed. Let's quit. Let's reopen Camo Studio. And whilst we're at it, let's hide for game capture. Okay. Here it comes. There we go. It's back. It's back. Right. That was an interesting diversion. It wasn't really worth our time or effort, but you know, 50 gold pieces. No, yeah, this is ChatGPT not talking nonsense. The next day, I feel, has come around. Oh my goodness. So this is going to be, so this is costing us like 6 gold pieces a day. But we will stay in. We'll stay in the we'll stay inside for the day because that doesn't look like a great time to be outside. Blizzard today. Okay, well, we're not going to travel in a blizzard, so that's 8 gold pieces spent. Still a blizzard. Okay, so this is another day, so this is 12 gold pieces. Okay. It's been 4 days that we've been stuck in town. And finally, I mean, despite it being very cold, very cold, the blizzard has broken, and we can actually travel. But off the back of our little sojourn, we in the time here we see a we hear Forgelin, Stoneborn, King of Dwarrow, is looking for brave adventurers to conduct a preliminary expedition into the Dwarrowdeep, and is offering not offering anything, but allowing for reconnaissance missions to ascertain the state of the complex immediately beyond the doors of Dalgedin, and to report back to the Council of Seven. So, right, where are the King's Gate? Doors to Dalgedin is 13. So where is 13? 13 is there. So close. Right, there's a path and everything. So we don't need to worry about getting lost. It's only 3 hexes. So we head off first thing in the morning. I mean, it's cold, so we've all got furs, lots of thick furs. And that's kind of dangerous cold when it comes to using rubbish steel weapons, but let's get on with it. The snow is like legitimately, probably the dwarf is having to kind of roll along the surface of this stuff. Right. So, where are the hex encounter rolls? Fungal, no, none of this nonsense. Go on, you. Where are you? Alright, to get to... No, that's not what I was looking for. Where is it? Where be thou? Well, that's inside of the place, so I'm not looking for that. So times from Hamlet to... Kingsgate, 6 hours. Fine, so it takes us 6 hours to get there. So roll the table 2 or 3 times for each player character. That's I mean, with 6 player characters, that's a lot of rolls. That's 18 rolls on the table. Which basically means you know all of the rumours on the table. So yeah. Dwarrowdeep hex map. Dwarrowdeep entrances. Here we go. Dwarrowdeep entrances. There are 6 entrances. Well, we're going through the doors of Dalgaran. Secondary name, the King's Gate. Deep name, the Upper Halls. So. Yeah, whatever. Secondary passages, primary passages. Which map am I supposed to be using, god darn it? Bridges? Don't care about bridges. Hex crawling. Oh right, okay, well, let's get out. Maps. Let's go see what we've got in that little folder for maps, right? Dwarrowdeep, final PDF maps. Primary entrances. Entrance A, I believe is what we're looking for. Doors of Dalgaran. Let's see if we can print this out. Apparently no. Open with, I don't know, something we can print. Let's open it with this. I do think my printer is plugged in, right? Yeah, it is. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to have another party that will go through here on go through the dungeon via different entrances and stuff. Or I might just decide that I think Dwarrowdeep's rubbish and I won't do it at all, and I'll move the party to somewhere more interesting. The world's our oyster. There are so many dungeons and so many encounters and so many adventures. There are so many different options for us to take. Now, can I print from here? File. Can I export? I can. Could I export as something that isn't a TIFF? I almost certainly can. Can we export as a PNG? There we go. And also, can we export it somewhere where we're actually going to be able to make use of it? Let's go to Assets. Let's go New Directory. Dwarrowdeep. And then let's make a new directory. And call this one Maps. Okay, save. Sure, that's all cool. You can't see it. I've just opened up Krita and I'm trying to turn this TIFF into a PNG under the hopes that once I've done that, I'll be able to print it. But let's hope. Print. So first off, let's make this portrait and photo. No, paper size, copies 1. Photo size. No, you stupid. Shrink to fit. There we go. Print. Dun dun dun. There we go. That was almost a disaster. Almost a disaster, but not quite. Dear. Oh, look at this map. 1 second. Let you in on the secret. Look at that. That's a map, eh? I like it. I like it a lot. So, if nothing else, this map has made me happy. Most of the maps have made me happy. So, the one thing that I would say is that because this is a modern mega dungeon, I kind of think it's going to get boring at some point. Because it's supposed to be consistent, right? So people have sat down and gone, this is what it should be. There clearly needs to be things here. It doesn't make sense if you go down a floor and suddenly you're in a floating island city. Which I think might lead me to changing the venue at some point. But we'll see. I think that's the case. I might be lying. I might be entirely wrong. It might have some zany madness on the lower levels. Which is what I like. I like to go down a level and to be like, oh my word, I'm in a mushroom forest. And then go down another level and be like, oh look, I'm in a crystal dream realm. And then go down another level and be like, oh look, this is like the surface world where everything's lit up and there are denizens down here that are just like everybody else. That's what I like. You know. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what that thing's about. So, I can get rid of this. Let's get rid of... Let's clear. What's it say about the front door? Come on, let's see. Dwarrowdeep. So is this... No, so these are warbands, not interested. Don't know what this is talking about. Collapses. Books. Runes. Don't care. Alright, Dwarrowdeep, entrances A through F. Referee's notes. The doors to Dargelen are approximately a half-day's march from the town of Hamlet, Dunagald. The complex is designed for characters level 1 through 3. Result. I'll be right back, though. I need to take care of some otherworldly business. Ah, and we're back. Ta-da! Ta-da! So, we've got 60 rooms of goodness here. Let's close this. This is where I feel that a little bit of a nice bit of exposition is always good, right? So let's just note this, page 60. Okay. So that's page 60. You got a picture of the doors? I hope so. Is this for door? I hope that's for door. Let's have a look. Let's go back to page 60 and see if we can find a picture of this picture of this place. Let's hide this a second. We don't need to see this. And we don't need to see this either. This one? This one? No, this one? Yeah, this one. No? No, it's tiles. Bounding boxes. No, not create. Cancel. Clear. There we go. Alright. We'll put a picture there when we find it. 60. 60 is what we're after. So, oh no, that's not 60, that's 46. Down to 60. The doors of Dwarrowdeep. The doors of Dwarrowdeep are the primary entrance into Gundafol. Okay, so we woke up at 6. Let's also do this. So it's taken us 6 hours to get here. So, the doors of Gundafol are the primary entrance into Gundafol. The dwarves constructed the entrance in honor of Dwarrowdeep, one of the stone-born hero kings of old. Above the massive doors stands a 300-foot tall statue of the mighty king. Right, okay. I know which one this is. This. Copy. Let me just hide this so you can see it in its full glory, not just me pasting and copying stuff around. Let's hide it. We don't want to sully the beauty that is for the stone person themselves. Journal. This one. Add page. Pictures. Cool. And then save. Donk. Donk. Cool. Right. We've donked him. He's been donked. There he is. Back to page 60. During the golden age of Gundafol, there was a constant stream of iron goods and caravans that exited the doors to trade with human settlements in Hamlet. Now the doors are cracked open and hang inward. The pathway to a great entrance is littered with bones and rusty shields. A feeling of loss and melancholy hangs in the air near the entrance. The dwarves use many names for the entrances and halls. The doors of Dwarrowdeep are also called the King's Gate, named after the hero king, but also the South Gate, as it represents the southernmost entrance to Gundafol. In addition, the dwarves use the term upper halls, generally to communicate the entrance and exit locations. Okay. well, we pass in through these great doors for this, and you see kind of the doors are built into the battle axe, and we stand back and go, well, that's not imposing at all. What is it with you dwarves and building massive statues? I mean, are you just showing off? And Enki turns to Dunya and shrugs and goes, well, you may as well if you can, no? My word, though, I've never seen something quite like this. She looks up at the giant statue. This really is going to be quite the adventure. I've got a great feeling about how much money we're going to be making, says Kavan, trying his best to sound as manly as possible, but unfortunately failing given his dainty appearance and lovely long ears and beautiful luscious locks. Come on, let's go. And cutie boy the donkey follows on behind and makes a kind of noise in caution, but they carry on anyway and go through the archway to see what they see. And what they see is a very large entrance hall. I don't want this open. So what we see is this huge entrance hall. They're lit. I mean, to pardon the pun, but they are dwarfed by the obscene scale of this entrance room. The room is partially lit by sunlight from the main doors. The room is in disarray. There are 3 piles of rubble intermixed with bones, rusty shields, and broken weapons. Okay, so there's some special rules here about dungeon exploration. So the 2 medium piles take 12 turns, and the large one takes 18 turns. I mean, so 12 turns if I had get out a if I print off a new dungeon tracker sheet for this. File, print. 18 is literally a day, right? No, 6 is 3 hours is 18 turns. 2 12s. So that would be pretty much an entire day's worth of adventure time consumed by searching these piles. But what's interesting here is that if the players wish to search for rubble, use the mechanic described in the dungeon exploration section. And of course, the blasted bookmarks don't work, so I've got no idea what that is. I wonder if there's like a physical copy of this book. Well, if there is a physical copy of a book, I'll buy it once I know that I like the dungeon. Let's get this exploration sheet. Right. So we'll presume that we'll just look at that for a moment and go, my, it would take a long time to search through these. Says Dunya the Faith. She turns to Uwyn and goes, don't you have any kind of magical trick that can search through giant piles of potential goodies in a gnat's whisker? And they look at her and shake their head. No, that's not something that I'm capable of, unfortunately. Well, what is it you can do again? They shrug, and the party, with a mild amount of bickering, continues about their search. Now then, these, I believe, are entrances, but let's just double check. The entrance chamber is what remains of a dwarven defensive structure. The dwarves designed their fortifications assuming attack from the surface. This structure creates overlapping fields of fire for crossbows at the ground level. There are also 3 terraces 20 feet off the ground, which provide defenders with superior cover while controlling the high ground. So this is all kind of like, these have all got arrow slits and stuff in them. Well, they definitely didn't want any unexpected guests, did they? And you can never be too sure about what humans are going to do, nor other surface-dwelling beasties. So A, east. The 3 chambers labelled A stand 20 feet above the ground. These terraces. A, south. These 2? So A, east. A, east. A, south. I don't know where A, south is. There's nothing south. Unless you mean these 2. B. Where's B? B. B, B, B. So, A, east, A, south. A, east. A, south. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I would understand A, east, A, west. Archways. It's very poorly described, this dungeon. Maybe I'm just dumb. I think I'm probably just dumb. B, east. Right. There are 2 of them. 3 of them. Right. But then there's also B, west. But there's nothing. B, west. They should have made these separate numbered rooms, for goodness sakes. Are these rooms or what? Definitely feel like this section needed better definition. Okay, so A east. So A east. So we assume this is A east. Right. It doesn't really describe to you what is where, right? So this is A east, I presume. Because it doesn't go, oh right, there are 6 doors that you can go through, or these are archways that you can go through. It's like, it's weird. So I don't understand from these descriptions as to whether or not you can just go these directions. Bit peculiar. Bit peculiar. The map doesn't really make it obvious either. Unless there's a key. Maybe there's a key. Okay, right, here's a key. So Dwarrowdeep map legend. That looks like it's the outside maps. But what have we got? So these are battlements. Okay. This is arrow slits. Right? It's not a door. These are battlements. battlements, arrow slits. So yeah, the only way through is this door into number 3. So I just presume that you can't get into any of these areas. You've got to come through here. Or I guess maybe, I don't know, because it's battlements, you could go over the top. That seems like a lot of effort. The party of them, there's a door in front of them, so they're probably more likely just to go through here. So they will. Let's ignore all that noise then. So, well, let's do the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what scale is this blasted map? I assume it's 10 foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 1 turn. And as always, let's roll our thing. So, first, second, third, random encounters. So no random encounters in this segment. Let's roll for the next one. No random encounters in the next segment. Okay, cool. So we're safe for 2 segments. Kind of. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up to this door. And it doesn't tell us anything about this door, so we'll presume it's safe. Well, we'll check it for traps and all the rest of it, of course. But yeah, we push open the large doors here into this room. Okay. Well, we can't see the ceiling for a start. The ceiling is beyond the reach of our torches. Let's also note that we're burning some torches. So that's beyond our ability to see. As we progress through, so we can see that there's like, well, we can't because, you know, torch only gives you 30-foot range of vision. So what way are we going to go? 1 to 2, we're going to head in this direction. 3 to 4, we're going to head in that direction. 5 to 6, we're going to head in that direction. Oh, it's a 6. So we're heading in this direction. This direction. So we're heading across here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can barely make out there are massive statues, right? So that's turn 3. Ceiling is a light. Oh right, okay. Okay, let's continue. There's not much going on in here. There's actually a skylight, which they probably should have put at the start of the description box, not 3/4 of the way through the description box. Whatever. So we can see all the statues because there's this beautiful big light. Not being so there's four large statues. Stand in the corner of the rooms. They've been vandalised, and stone has been chipped away, and yeah, they have been thoroughly messed up. But there's another large pile of rubble that we could go rooting through, but definitely not. Enki goes, oh, this must have been a sight to behold during the Golden Age. And Kavan and Euphrasia looks across at her and goes, it's a sight to behold now, but I'm just curious as to where everything's gone. Indeed, she says. Indeed. So that's turn 3 and 4. We'll head into this corridor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. There's a door to the south, and we will check it. It looks like it's an open. Yeah, it looks like it's an open archway. So, room 79. The smell of decay emanates from this room. Okay. CDMG. I don't know what those are. Grub globules. What on earth is a grub globule? New window. A grub globules. Sludge grub? No, that's Warhammer 40k. This is kind of annoying. They've made up monsters and they haven't included they haven't included their stat blocks, and they seem to be rather unique monsters, right? Not common monsters, which would normally, in my opinion, require a thingy, right? Particularly if you're claiming that you're OSR. If you're OSR, then I kind of feel that you should have either you should have common stat blocks, and anything that you create that's unique should be in the book that's using them. So it's got their basic stat block in here. ALN, AC10, HD1, persist, hit points 1 hit point, attacks C entry, DMG. C entry have grown out of a corpse and above the doorway entrance. PCs that enter will cause a cyst to burst and must make a constitution check or vomit for 1d4 rounds uncontrollably. Be sure to roll for random monsters. Well, the two fighters, of course, are going to go in first, and it says make a constitution check. So that's a save versus death, right? So this will be the dwarf, and this will be Euphrasia. Yeah. They fail. So, Euphrasia is sick for 2 turns, 4 turns for thingamajig. So there are a body of 4 dead dwarves in here. And they have these weird, pulsing globules on their faces and their bodies. And the legions, as the two, as Enki and Euphrasia kind of move in, burst, and cover them with this disgusting, wretched goo. And they spend the next 4 turns being sick. So, we've already rolled for random monsters. So, we lose 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. 1 set of torches. Right. And yeah, whoa, that's unpleasant, they say. Of course, we're not thrown up for all of it, we're just retching for a lot of it. But let's keep on moving. So 79. So we continue, and then there's... Okay, we continue. Now the question is, do we go north or do we go south? Right, so 1, 2, 3, we're here. North, 1 to 3, south. Oh wait, there's also a door right here. Okay, so, well, we always check for door, right? So we listen at the door for 74. If there's something in there, we hear it. Okay, so we enter the 74. We don't hear anything, so we enter 74. In here is 2 dented ornamental shields, and because we've got a dwarven cleric, she's like, this is a shrine to get in for. Now her wisdom, I think, is probably pretty good. Yeah, so her wisdom is 17. So +2 on a roll. I'm going to say this is a target number of 12, 10, given her thingy. So it's a 50-50 roll. 5. She doesn't know. Okay. They move on. So on a 5 or a 6, we're going to try something. 4, they don't. Okay, cool. They move on. Word to the wise, and this might be for a future party. You might do this, but when they do, you'll find out. Until then, you're going to have to stay in suspense as to what this party just missed out on. Oh well. So there's a door in here, and as noted, we always go through doors. So, this was a turn. Let's check to see what we're looking like for the next rank of monsters. So, first, second, third, no monsters. So, we're going to continue north. 1, 2, there's an entrance here to 73. It's an archway, so we'll look in. It's empty, so we'll look in as we're still going 3, 4, 5. There's a 72 door. So we open the door into, well, we listen first. The elf, and so the elf hears, they probably, no, they didn't hear before, so it's 1 and 2 where you hear something, right? So this is 72. So the arch around this doorway is engraved with menacing dwarven runes. The door is made out of stone and has a keyhole. And is engraved, and our resident dwarven cleric will be this. These runes are of House Tunnel True, she says. Okay. Thief. Does the thief detect a trap? 7+. We're on a level 1 dungeon. Let's hope they do. They do. This door is clearly trapped, says Dunya. Then Well, untrap it, and she looks at it for me. It's a, I feel that this is probably not. This is a mystical trap, not a mundane trap. Ah, they say. Yeah. Well, perhaps it'll be best to return when we have a key, says Enki. Yes, or perhaps there's another way into this room. So let's just make a note here. So party wish to return to 79. Right. So that's a turn that they've used up here. And then we're going to head back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're here. Now, do we go north? 1 to 3 or south? 4 to 6. 4 to 6. We're heading south. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9. There's an option here. Do we go east or continue south? So 1 to 3, 4 to 6. 4 to 6. We're continuing south. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a door. 4. Listen at the door. Elf and thief. Okay. So we always check for traps. This is room 81. Okay. In this room we see a mighty statue of Dwarven that's covered in some kind of purple moss. Very pretty, but we feel that it's best left alone, given that moss is almost always a terribly unpleasant thing to encounter, and they've already been covered in the disgusting fragrant material from those cysts that exploded on them earlier. So they will continue south. Oh wait, 81. No, there's a door in here. So we will go 1, 2. So another turn. So we'll bypass the blue mold, the purple mold, very carefully, and we'll head into room 80. And as they go in, they notice that one of the stones in this room is not as smoothly fitted as you would expect most dwarven rooms to be. So Dunya will see. She'll check for traps, and she doesn't find a trap. And she gently lifts it up, and beneath her, 2 exquisite bottles of dwarven wine. So as we were doing before, we should probably open up Obsidian, because we don't already have enough programs open, trying to consume all of our computing power. We should open more of them. Solo plays Dwarrowdeep. Dwarrowdeep. We should add a new note. Party 1. Loot and stuff. Let's see what happens when we open up that. That's exactly what I expected to see. Oh, sugar. It isn't because... Wait a minute. Small side window. Obsidian. Okay, look at that. You got loads of stuff. That's definitely not what I was initially. Ah, fiddlesticks. Like so. Oh, that's more like it. Party loot and stuff. Right. So we've got 2 bottles of ancient Dwarven wine. The 300 GP each. That's a good start, gentlefolk. Good start. Well, the us dwarves do like their wine. Shall we have a drink? I don't think so. I think that perhaps we should reserve it for when we return. And we are somewhat short on funds after all, and we do need to get ourselves some handy wee henchmen. Besides, Cutieface doesn't get fed for free after all. And they all look at the donkey and nod. Indeed, Cutieface does not get fed for free. Okay. After that little search, we head back, right? So we donk, and we need to rest. So we may as well rest in this little room here. And then move on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because there's a door here. Donk. And let's open it in the next round. So what's in 89? 89. Short hallway contains 4 small rooms. Okay. Let's check these rooms. So we look in A. It's empty. We look in B. It's also empty. We look in C. There's some silver pieces scattered across the room at the back. 1, 2, 3. Dunya attempts to retrieve them. 4 to 6, she doesn't bother. 6, she doesn't bother. So we don't go in there. D. There's a small pile of rubble in the corner. Well, they'll kick through that, I suppose. And this will be a turn. This is a turn consumed. And they find a small key. And Enki looks at it and goes, I think this well could be the key that we're looking for, she says, and looks at the party. And they nod. D. A, B, C, D. That was D. So that's the last one of these. So they come out here and they see these stairs, but they're going to go back to. We'll mark off another turn. We're going to go back to check on, and we okay, yeah. No, we're on the third torch now. Third torches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Donk. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Donk. And we need to rest. And then let's roll up some events. Nothing. Let's save this one. Oh, we're at this door. So let's use the key. Room 72. So the Enki slips in the key, turns it, and the door opens. So the door is trapped. Yeah. If anyone opens it, the walls of the chamber are covered in burial alcoves. Oh right, on that side. Okay. So there is a semicircle with bones and urns. Contents within the alcoves include treasures 1 through 6 and 11, 2 random mundane runestones, and 2 pieces of random jewellery. Contents. Treasures within the alcoves include treasure types 1 through 6 and 11. Is that a old universe? Because I'm pretty sure the old universe we refer to our treasure tables via letters, which let's just quickly check. Adventuring parties, strongholds, treasures. Oh no, yeah. So my treasure tables are all in letters, so that's useless. Unless they have treasure tables in here. So this is page 70. Let's have a quick look through, see if we've got a treasure table anywhere. These are the deep layers. No, where do you have monsters down here? I was shortchanging them. I don't know why it didn't show up when I did a search, but oh well, whatever. I did you a dirty book. I did you a dirty. I take it back. Random magical runestones, random magical runestones, treasure tables, random stuff. I can't see any treasure tables. Oh, are these treasure tables? No, these are monsters. Stocking, right. Oh, let's go back up to the very start. What have we got here? Maybe it'll tell us in here. Area generator, random tables, magic, mundane runestones, 279, but it doesn't have the magic table, the stuff tables in here. So let's go to 279 for the random runestones. So D100s. Okay. 75 and 4. So we have mundane runestones, 75 and 4. What else we got? Page 70. Was it page 70 or something? I think it was, yeah. Here. Within the alcoves include treasure type 1 through 6 and 11. Have I got... I do have the AD&D Dungeon Master's Guide here. Maybe this old beastie will have what I'm looking for. Treasure tables. 120. Treasure tables. No. I don't know what treasure tables it's referring to, which is a bit irritating. Teeth. Now we've got some letters. What on earth are these? Well, these are artifacts. definitely not going to be any of those. Treasure table alcoves 1 through 6 and 11. It's got to be an AD&D second edition thing, right? I don't know. I don't have any. I don't have them. No. Dwarrowdeep. Let's double check. Treasure tables. Monsters, runestones, spellstones, Dwarven rings of power, new spells, new and pre-generate characters, rival adventuring parties, Dwarrowdeep character sheets. Dungeon restocks. No, it's it doesn't have this. It doesn't. The book doesn't have what I'm looking for. Oh well. Just hold on. Let me have a little check of my little bag of tricks, and let's see. H drive, RPGs, fantasy, TSR. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. AD&D second edition. AD&D core products. DMG. Oh, Council of Worms. DMG. TM reference guide. Just for DMG would do. Thank you stuff. Monster books, monstrous compendiums, optional rules, priest, rulebooks. DMG. Bookmarks? No bookmarks. Lovely. God, this is a horrible book. DMG combat, treasure and magical items. Doesn't have page numbers. That's cool. I like it. That there is an innovation. Hold on. This isn't for DMG. Is this for DMG? These are very strange books. This looks like someone sat down and written up for DMG for themselves. 467 pages. Combat. So many pages on combat. Goodness me. Way too much stuff on combat as far as I'm concerned. My word. Creating magical items, not interested. Destroying magical items, also not interested. What I need is, I know what's probably happened here is they've whatever it's called when you convert a PDF into a Word document, and then they've tried to tidy it up afterwards, and it's like, goodness, make my life difficult, will you? Treasure tables. See, not even here. Treasure type tables. A through Z. What on earth is a treasure type table 1 through 6? I don't know. I do not know. What are they talking about? Why are they so mad? Right, anyway, back down to page 70. I'm going to presume then, let's make a judgment call here as a referee, that we're talking about treasure tables. Probably treasure tables P through T with a couple U and V's, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 slightly bigger ones, right? Treasure within the alcoves includes treasure types 1 through 6 and 11. Because if I was measuring out, because in, you know, A is an 18,000 gold piece dungeon hoard, right? So I find it hard to believe that that's what they mean. I'm just going to go for 2 random pieces of jewellery. So jewellery is generally 3d6 worth of GP, right? Times 100. So one of them is 5 900 gold pieces, and the other one is 1200 gold pieces, right? Let's add that to our little list. And I'm going to have to figure out what treasure tables it's talking about, because otherwise this is going to be awkward. So that was a 900 gold pieces jewelry and 1200 gold pieces jewelry, and we'll wrap up there, because I've got things that I need to do, I think, all evening. I need to make some short videos, 20-minute videos. That's what I need to do. So I'm going to sit down, record a bunch of stuff, and make some 20-minute videos. It might be a second party going through Dwarrowdeep. Actually, what I was thinking about, now I just remembered, it's either going to be Traveller or it's going to be Cyberpunk. Traveller or Cyberpunk. It might be Cyberpunk. It might be Traveller. It might be both. Maybe I'll alternate. But I've got to write this down in this Obsidian document. Jewelry, 1 at 1200 GP, 1 at 900 GP. Cool. And we will wrap up there, everybody. What a pleasure. Darn glad I have you about. Hope you've had fun. Hope you're going to have a great day, whatever you're doing. If you're listening to this to get away from the misery that is your humdrum day job, I hope it helped. I hope if you're listening to it to go to sleep, I hope it helped. Otherwise, farewell, goodbye, arrivederci, have fun, don't do anything I wouldn't do, or do, it's up to you, you do you, I won't tell you how to live, bye.